Good morning everyone and welcome to our third Wellbeing Wednesday Assembly for this half term. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mrs Pelchat and I'm one of our Year 6 class teachers, and for today's assembly we'll be focusing on community. Today we are thanking God for all of the amazing people He brings into our lives. So we light our candle to remind us that Jesus is the light of the world and that His light and guidance is always there for us. And we begin our opening prayer by making the sign of the cross together. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Loving Father, you hold each of us equally in your love. Let us learn to love our neighbours more deeply so that we can create peaceful and fair communities. Inspire us to use our creative energies to build the communities we need to overcome the obstacles of intolerance and unfairness. May Jesus provide us with the example needed and send the Holy Spirit to warm our hearts for the journey. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Now, I would like each of you to take a quiet moment in your heart rooms to think about how you could show love to your neighbour. Love your neighbour as yourself was one of Jesus' very important lessons to us, and it means that we should always treat people the way that we would like others to treat us, and that everyone should be treated equally. A community is when a group of people come together and work together in unity. You might be part of a few different communities. There is your family community, the community in the area you live in, such as your neighbours and people who live on your street, your school or parish community, and you may even be part of another community, maybe from an activity you do. It could be from brownies, football, or dancing, or something else. Either way, every community we are part of plays a very special part within each of our lives. And it's important that we cherish our communities while being willing to let new people in as well, so that they can share the community that is special to us. What do you think everyone needs to do so that a community is a nice place to belong? Some communities have rules to keep people safe and to keep everyone smiling. It might be to listen to others, to be fair to everyone, to treat everyone equally, to be respectful to each other and other communities, or maybe even to disagree respectfully, even if the other community are your rivals, such as another sports team. I wonder, have you ever joined a new community when you didn't really know anybody? Maybe a new school or a new club, or perhaps you've moved house. How did you feel at first? Now today I'm going to read you a story about how to join a new community, even if you're feeling a bit shy when you're surrounded by new people that you don't yet know. This story is called The Bear Who Stared by Duncan Beattie. There once was a bear who liked to stare and stare and stare. Every day, Bear emerged from his cave and stared at everything he saw. One morning, he stared at a family of ladybugs who were having their breakfast on a small leaf. "What are you staring at?" squeaked the ladybug. "We're trying to have breakfast in peace." And with that, they scuttled off to find somewhere else to eat. Bear strolled farther into the forest and climbed a big tree. He stared at Bird feeding her chicks in their nest. "Can I help you?" asked the bird. Bear did not answer. He just stared. The chicks did not like Bear staring at them. They didn't want him watching while they ate their lunch. "Go on, shoo!" squawked the bird. Get down on the ground where you belong. Bear climbed back down to the forest floor, where he spied a badger's burrow. He poked his head into the entrance, and I'm sure you can guess what happened next. Oi! Stop gawking, barked the badger, and he bit poor Bear on the nose. He was a particularly angry badger. Bear pulled his head from the badger's burrow with a pop and skulked off, rubbing his sore nose. Before long, Bear found a log to sit on by a large green pond. Bear didn't mean to annoy all of the other animals. He was just naturally curious, but too shy to say anything. I've seen that look before, said a small croaky voice coming from the pond. Bear looked down and saw a plump little frog. Bear stared at the frog. The frog stared back with his big googly eyes. Not much fun being stared at, is it? Said the frog. I suppose not, muttered Bear. It's just, I don't know what to say to anyone, and before I've had chance to think, it's too late. Bear stared into the water and saw another bear staring back at him with the same wide, curious eyes. He looked just like Bear in every way, but this bear wobbled and was a strange green colour. Then something extraordinary happened. The green bear blinked, and his mouth turned into a smile, which turned into a big, happy grin. You see, said the frog, sometimes a smile is all you need. I may have big, googly, starey eyes, but I also have the widest smile in the whole forest. Then the frog showed Bear his biggest, widest, happiest smile before diving into the water. As the frog disappeared, so did the wobbly green bear. The next day, Bear trudged out of his cave. He saw the ladybug family enjoying their breakfast on a small leaf. The daddy ladybug was just about to gather up their things and leave, when Bear said, "Hello," with a big smile on his face. "Oh, hello," replied Daddy Ladybug, and he smiled back. Bear strolled happily off into the forest. Bear made lots of new friends that day, and he did not feel the need to stare. Although he did have one new friend who didn't mind Bear staring at him, and he was just as good at staring back. What a lovely story. Why do you think the other animals were so unfriendly at the beginning? The other animals could have been unfriendly because Bear looked like he was a bit unfriendly himself. But really, he was just shy and didn't know how to talk to the other animals. But in the end, how did Bear learn to make new friends? What did he do? The bear learnt to make new friends when the frog taught him how to smile and showed him what it was like to be stared at. So remember, if someone new tries to say hello to you but feels a bit shy, it might seem like they're not very friendly, but you might have to show them your own smile so that they can feel like smiling themselves. Now we've got a little poem to share. It's called A Smile. A smile is quite a funny thing. It wrinkles up your face, and when it's gone you'll never find its secret hiding place. But far more wonderful it is to see what smiles can do. You smile at one, he smiles at you, and so one smile makes two. Just think how lovely it would be to be the person who can turn one smile into two smiles. I would like you to think about someone who might join your community but might be feeling a bit shy like the bear in the story. Quietly in your head, I would like to think of what you could do to make them feel welcome and what you would hope for if you were to join a new community. Maybe you could make sure you smile or show a friendly face. You could show somebody around, introduce them to other people, or maybe help them to follow or learn any new rules. In the story, the bear saw his reflection in the water and noticed his wonderful smile. Maybe you can be like Bear. Try looking in the mirror and noticing how you look and feel with your best, widest smile. When you've had a good practice, see if you can spread your smile around just like we learnt in today's poem. Now, before we go, it's time for our joke of the day. What does the grizzly bear use to catch fish? His bare hands, of course. Thank you for joining me this morning, and remember, as you continue through the week, keep practicing your smile in order to bring happiness both to you and your family community. Goodbye.